Imagine you just won the lottery. Suddenly you have an extra $1 million. Imagine also that you don't need that money right now and you want to invest it to let it grow and keep it available just in case you need it in the future. Now, imagine all of the ways that you could invest that money. The number of options is limitless. That list of investment opportunities probably starts with stocks and bonds and quickly adds real estate, private equity, precious metals, financial contracts, derivatives, cryptocurrencies, collectibles, and many, many more. Financial markets exist to try to improve the liquidity of the assets they sell. I always find it interesting to think about how these different markets operate. If you want to buy a treasury bill, you can buy the bonds directly from the US Treasury's website. But if you want to buy a corporate bond, that will require a different type of transaction, even though they're both bonds. Corporate bonds sell on bond markets. Traders at the major investment banks buy and sell these bonds and essentially keep an inventory of the bonds available for the investors who wish to buy them. We can think of these bond sellers as dealers because they often keep an inventory of bonds that they make available to their clients. How does that compare with stock market investing? Stocks are sold by brokerage houses. The brokerage house has a seat on an exchange or a relationship with another firm that has access to the exchange in question. When you place your order with the broker, it's forwarded to the market maker who goes out and buys those shares on your behalf and adds them to your account. How does that compare with real estate investing? There we find brokers who help to connect buyers and sellers. The brokers normally don't take ownership of the real estate. They simply connect buyers and sellers and charge a commission for providing the service. Now think about buying precious metals, where you might buy gold or silver from a website, a local coin shop, or some other sales outlet. You might have to take physical delivery of the gold, or they might even store it for you. Is that the same way that it works with collectibles? You might buy an expensive handbag or a piece of fine art or antique or a classic Mickey Mantle baseball card. Each market will be unique. The local baseball card shop is very different than an internet retailer of baseball cards. The same is true for antique shops or expensive handbags. Fine art is likely to sell in either a private party transaction, which may or may not involve a broker, or we also see fine art being sold at the big auction houses in New York and London. The more standardized the goods are that you are buying, the easier it is to streamline the market process. How standardized are two different shares of the same class of stock in the same company? Highly. As such, stock markets are hyper-efficient at connecting buyers and sellers, making them extremely liquid. Contrast that with the real estate market. How similar are your house and the house next door? Probably not as similar as those two shares of stock we were just talking about. As such, real estate is a relatively illiquid investment when compared with the financial markets, such as the stock, bond, commodities, and derivatives markets. All of this standardization has a big impact on the value of the assets being traded and provides tremendous amounts of capital to those who need it, while providing many great investment opportunities to those investors who have a surplus of capital that they're hoping to invest. More and more, we are seeing the capital markets automating trading, bringing the entire process online and sharing more and more information with their customers. The financial markets, just like product markets, continue to evolve, ever seeking to be more and more efficient. When I think back 50 years ago, there was no internet and market participants physically met in a room and traded stocks, bonds, or other financial contracts. Now, most transactions are completed without people even talking to each other. The financial markets have come a long way in my lifetime. I can't even imagine what the next 50 years will bring.